Welcome, Law of Cosines students, to one of the greatest problems that we have done all day. And I have it all set up for you. I have all the Law of Cosines formulas set up here to do this. All we have to do is solve for triangle ABC. So we have to find angle A, angle B, and angle C. And let's get right to it because this is going to take a while. First, I am going to pick an angle that I want to solve for, and I'm going to choose this one right here, this B. I'm going to find that. And so if I'm doing that, I want to pick the law of cosine formula that has angle B in it, which is this one. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to write, starting right here, that formula out. So B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. And we're going to figure out the degree measurement of that thing. So we just start plugging everything in. And I have this worked out, so I'm going to skip the, I'm just substituting in. But I'm going to skip the hitting the buttons part to try to speed this up a little bit. And that's 18 squared. 2 times A, which is 24, times little c, which is 18, cosine B. And now we're going to work all this out. So 40 times 40 is 1600 equals 24 squared is 576 plus 18 squared is 324. You guys all know this. And by the way, 2 times 24 times 18 is 864 times the cosine of B. All right, now working this out on the next step, if I add these two together, which I should do, I get 1600 equals, and that actually adds up to 900. 900, and I'll recopy this. Cosine, this is a whole lot. It looks like you're doing rocket science, but it's actually not that bad. My next move is going to be to subtract 900. See that? It's like a normal algebra problem. That's all this is. So this is equals, this is 700 equals, and that becomes 0. And this over here is, let's see here, negative 864 cosine B. Now at that point, I am going to divide. This is a coefficient here. I'm going to divide by that coefficient, and this negative sign I have to pay attention to. That's going to affect this answer. All right. So now this cancels, and I'm left with the cosine of B equaling whatever 700 divided by negative 864 is. So that is 0.8, and it's negative 102 if I round to 4 decimal places. So I'll put squigglies here because I rounded that. Now, maybe a better way to do it later on is to just hit second cosine and then divide that fraction out. But at this point, I am going to do second, I'll put the little keystroke guide here, second cosine, and then this decimal, negative 0.8102 equals. And that equals 144.1 degrees. 144.1 degrees. So up here, we can write victoriously 144.1, or right here, 144.1. And after that, this problem becomes a whole lot easier because I can use the law of sines at this point because I have these opposites here that I can right there. That's when you have that, you know you can use the law of sines. So I'm going to say, I'll just write the formula out. B over the sine of B equals, if we want to do, what do I want to do? I want to do C, I guess. C over the sine of C. So that would be 40 over the sine of 144.1 equals 18 over the sine of c. And here it is again. We're going to be solving for this variable right there. We're going to be solving for that. So I cross multiply, and it turns into something like this. 18 times the sine of 144.1, if I cross multiply this way, I have here 10.555. Okay, and that equals 40 times the sine of c. All right, and at this point we need to divide by this coefficient again, just like we did over here, just exactly like that part. And we're dividing by 40. So the sine of c equals 10.55 divided by 40, and let's see what that is. Divided by 40 is somewhere around 0.26339 is what I have. I did use the full decimal there instead of 10.55, so we might be off a little bit. And at this point, just for the sake of the video, I'll write this out one more time. To solve this, you would do second sine 0.2639 equals, and that will give you somewhere around 15. So C, angle C, would equal somewhere around 15.3, and we can put that up here in red. 15.3. And now that we have our two angles, we can just add them up and subtract them from 180, and you should get around 20.6 for the other one. 20.6. So we can fill these in. This would be 15.3. I hope you liked this demo. I know you didn't, but it's a good way to do it when you just have the three sides, which is very confusing for people. See you later.